welcome to my channel. My name is Gianna. If you're new here, hi. If not, thank you so much for coming back. Well, today I want to talk about my realistic bookish goals for the year 2025. As a busy mom of three, finding time to read can be challenging but not impossible. To not feel burnt out and still have fun with reading, I created goals for myself that I think I can reach throughout the year. Like I said previously, I am a mom of three, so life can get really busy, really hectic, fast. And as much as I would love to read all the time, I do have to set my priorities straight, and my children always come first. So my first goal that I wrote down for myself is to read at least 3 books a month. And I know this is possible. I know some people read like 12 books a month, but for me, I've been averaging about 5 to 6 books a month, but I want to keep it on the lower end so that way my expectations aren't too high. And then I end up feeling disappointed with myself, like, oh my god, I can't believe I only read 1 book, or I didn't meet my expectations, I didn't meet my goal, I'm not meeting my goals every month. So it's not that I'm having low expectations for myself, I'm putting goals where I know I can reach, and then if I read more, then it's always going to be a plus. I put my yearly goal of books read to be at 30, and I feel like, again, this is very possible for me. Last year I read 26 books, so I'm just upping it to 30. And when I started my reading journey end of 2023, I went into 2024 just like having fun, and once I was done with the year and realized how many books I read, I was in awe because I was like, that is a lot. 26 books that I read last year, and I didn't keep really any track of anything. I didn't really set monthly goals. I just, as soon as I was done with the book, I picked up another one and then just kept the ball rolling. My third goal is to branch out and read other genres. I know I said in my booktube newbie tag that I wanted to read different genres, and now I really do plan on reading at least 1 literary fiction and reading 1 thriller. Not audiobooks. I know like audiobooks can count as reading, but I want to actually physically read a thriller or a literary fiction. Number 4. Now this I feel like is going to be my toughest goal to reach and to keep track of, and that is tracking all the books that I read on a daily basis. I'm using the Fable app. I like this format a little bit better than Goodreads. The only thing that I don't like with Fable is that you can't go back, unless I don't know how to do it, but you can't go back and, like, let's say for yesterday and add that you read. It won't let you do that, which kind of sucks. It's like, oh, I forgot, but I guess that's the whole point of tracking it. And that's the hardest thing for me, is tracking what I read, all the pages that I read per day. And I really want to do that because I think it's important for me to be better at, just because I always had the tendency to start something, especially with a planner. I am so good at writing in my planner, my yearly planner, for the first 3 months, but then by the time April rolls around, I don't write anything. I forget where my planner went. So I really want to try. Even though the Fable app is on my phone, it should be easier, I do have a tendency to forget or like be lazy about it. So tracking my reading on a daily basis, or whenever I do read, is, I think, one of the most important goals, because I feel like that'll change my attitude, I guess, or my habits, my daily habits, and tracking it and making sure that, hey, I read today, so I'm gonna put it in the app, write how many pages I read, and just keep that up to date, because I think by the end of the year it'll look so cool when books I read, pages and stuff like that, that Fable gives you a summary of. Last goal is to post at least 1 video a week on my channel, my booktube channel. I'm so excited to do this one, and again, I think the last 2 goals that I just mentioned, this one and tracking my reading, are going to be one of the toughest goals I think I set for myself, because like I said, I have a tendency to be ambitious and do things in the beginning, and then like it kind of just tapers off, and I'm trying to not do that so much anymore. I really want to say, like, when I'm doing something, or when I set a goal for myself, I'm going to do it. And not just short-term goals, but a long-term goal. It's definitely going to be a tough goal for me to do, because not only do I have to post a week, I need to be responsible and like actually do it, and not say I am, because not only am I overly ambitious sometimes, but I am a procrastinator at heart. So I will do things at the last minute and then kind of get them done and then not really do it. So I'm trying to change that. It's not just about bookish related things, but it's more a habitual change or goal that I want to set for myself, which ties into my YouTube channel. Okay, so that is it for my realistic bookish goals for 2025. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. I'm still working on my speech and not talking too fast. I still get a little bit nervous. I can't tell you why when it's just me in the room talking to a camera. That is it for my realistic bookish goals for 2025. But before I end the video, I want to know, what are your goals? If you have any bookish goals, write them down in the comments or link your own video if you have one. I'd love to see it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy reading.